Welcome home, Mother. How was your trip? Things go all right with you and Demeter? With Grandmother? Still getting used to thinking of her that way.
You know, it's funny. I think she was so overwhelmed to see me again that maybe something finally changed in her. I always thought she was utterly unyielding. She asked me if I truly came here by choice, and I put her at ease.
Oh, that's a relief. Grandmother can be rather intense, but she's been kind to me and very helpful too. Do you suppose she'll ease up on the whole eternal winter thing there on the surface now that she knows you're safe?
I asked. She told me that she would. Warmth shall return to the surface. Some of the time, at least. Likely on a rigid schedule, knowing her. And perhaps not in the vicinity of our domain. She's not the sort to forgive and simply forget.
At least she forgave. It's good to see Mother's back. Not that I was too concerned, but I was definitely a little concerned.
I shared in that particular concern. And yes, it is good the Queen has once again returned. And she shall have to depart again before we know it, so cherish your time with her, boy.
Zagreus.
Zagreus.
You and my son. It pleases me to see the two of you have grown so close of late. Thanatos has always led a solitary life. He never would complain of it, and yet, I know he yearned for closeness in his way.
It's difficult to find a friend down here, though I have always had a trusted one in Thanatos and he in me. I think we have a better understanding of that now.
Then may the bonds of your friendship last for as long as this house shall reign beneath the earth, here in the dark. Take care of my dear son.
I will.
Tell me in brief, boy. Our own upon Olympus. Are they continuing to aid you as expected?
Still showing up and lending their support. I think some of them are a little disappointed I'm not planning to come join them, though I think they understand now that they owe the underworld a debt. We all have to do our part looking after the mortals, whether alive or dead.
Indeed. I half expected they would disappoint. Abandon you to toil on your own. At least thus far, they've honored their commitment then.
They have.
You are consorting with the severed Gorgon head, my child. Despite my wishes that you maintain respectful distances between yourselves.
She's my friend, Nyx. Look, I love you very much, you know I do, except you cannot choose my friends for me. I can't allow that. I know you don't trust her. Don't you trust me?
I do. Then very well. But understand that your relationship with her does not preclude the need for her continual improvement with respect to her responsibilities.
She'll be fine. No one works harder than Dusa.
Tell me something, Zagreus. Sometimes I fear... Do you hate him? I mean your father. Regardless of his intentions. It sounds as though he made your life extraordinarily difficult. All his pent-up fear and anger. You bore the brunt of it.
Do I hate him? Mother, I don't know that I hate anybody, really. The tales of him and the Olympians rending their immortal Titan parents to bits. I can't relate to how they must have felt. But I resented him for sure. And I don't know if I'll ever get over that entirely.
I understand. I think that when Hades told you he asked no forgiveness, he understood as well and meant it. Well, for all his failings, I'm thankful that he did not teach you how to hate. For your own sake, if not for his.
Sometimes I think he tried.
What I attempted to tell you, Nyx, is I am grateful for our long-standing collaboration here. My rule was thrust upon you and your kin. By all rights, you ought to have undermined my every move. I often thought you would. Yet once Olympus and I severed ties, you stood by me still.
I am the night itself, as you well know, Hades. As I declared to you when first we met, I shall stand by your side so long as you remain the fate-appointed ruler of this realm.
I shall require no additional reminders. Know in turn that I shall always oversee this realm to the full extent of my ability.
You have my gratitude.
The honor is mine.
Dusa, I think that Nyx has some concerns, maybe with me, because it's like you said, she doesn't want us talking here like this. Is she not satisfied with the work you've been doing or something?
Oh, Prince, no, it isn't you. It's definitely me. There's all these things she said I need to work on. Calmness, not making so many lists, putting things into perspective, not working myself too hard, not taking blame for things that aren't my fault.
Those sound like reasonable goals, though I just wish that Nyx could find a way to tell you that wasn't so upsetting. Won't you take care of yourself, Dusa, please?
And plus, she said I'm not supposed to talk to you. She said that too. Oh, I am going to be in so much trouble. Ah!
This isn't working.
You're such a good boy, aren't you, Cerberus? Yes, you are. Guarded the place while I was out. And even let my son come visit me.
The ever-vigilant and terrifying Cerberus merely accepts the praise.
So, are you maintaining better contact now with Uncle Zeus, Uncle Poseidon, and the rest? Oh, and is it all right for me to speak about them here?
I'm certain the superficial messages we have exchanged shall taper off with time. We have always been apart, irrespective of the distance separating us. I know Zeus is content with your mother's version of events. Thus we are at peace, for now.
Wait, what do you mean for now?
I mean only that our family is prone to causing problems for itself, never content to leave things well enough alone. But if we have little to do with them, their quarrels, or their nonsense on Olympus, it should be of no consequence.
But their family...
Pah!
Even among those born longest ago within the deepest reaches of the underworld, I have seldom encountered anyone so united with the darkness of this domain as you are, child.
United with the darkness? I've just been picking it up here and there, although for quite a while since you mentioned it. I'm not sure that I feel any different, though.
Surely that is not so. Think back on when you started all of this. You now know so much more, are capable of so much more.
Huh, I suppose.
And if you ever need anything at all, Your Royalness, you can always find me wide awake right over there. Though I really shouldn't leave my post like this, not even for you.
I truly appreciate it.
So what happened when Mother first arrived, if I may ask? Some of your residents seem to remember the Queen from before, yet the Olympians just never found out.
They had no jurisdiction here, no knowledge of our goings-on. Well, Hermes did perhaps, but in a very limited capacity. As far as anybody knew beyond this realm, our queen was Nyx. Ask nothing more of this.
All right, all right. Don't you ever get lonely down here, Nyx? For companionship, I mean. Because, well, I mean, just look at you. You're very beautiful, the night herself. There's nothing you can't do. When I was younger, I thought you and Father, you know, but is there not someone else?
How very forward of you, child. I accept your compliment. Although I am the night, as you observe. The night conceals all. I know nothing of the loneliness which you describe. This entire realm, it is a part of me, and many of its subjects sprang from me alone.
I see. Forgive my rudeness.
So Orpheus was finally able to reunite with Eurydice because of you, my son. Ah, I'm so glad. Your father's arrangement with him was quite severe. Though he did ask for a lot for a mortal soul to return to the land of the living.
Is it even possible for Father to return a mortal back to life if he so chose? Just by letting their shade escape or something?
Oh, I've no idea. Probably not. But we were so moved by Orpheus's plea and song that, well, I think your father took pity on him.
Wait, we were so moved? You were there when Orpheus came to try and rescue Eurydice.
I was. Your father knew I loved their music. Imagine my surprise to see him as our court musician here.
I'd no idea.
I understand the terms of your employment have been altered in my name, Shade. Be grateful that you lack the standing for such changes to require my personal approval. Though you remain in my employ, correct?
As far as I'm aware, yes, Master. I'm sworn eternally here to this house, except it seems I'm now at liberty to see Elysium from time to time. While off duty, of course.
How lenient do they make these pacts today? You are off duty now, is that not so? Go then. Take advantage of the added benefit.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
Sometimes the law is not so bad. How are you and Chaos getting on lately, Nex? Sounds like they expected an awful lot from you before. That you should shine as bright as day, something like that. I can't imagine.
To shine was never quite my strongest suit. During the dawn of creation, there was much to do. This place, all that you see around you, it was more my leaning. Chaos understands that better now. As for me, the work helped me to know which limits I have.
What limits are those? You seem capable of anything. Probably even shining bright.
Come, child. We each have our limits.
Not me.
You have been served a pact of punishment now, child. I thought to talk your father out of it at first, but it may serve to let you grow your power even more.
Something about setbacks building character, I guess. I didn't take you for someone to look on the bright side of things, Nix.
It is a point of fact. If you can overcome the conditions of the Pact, your influence throughout this realm shall surely grow. Though, do not overextend, of course.
No problem whatsoever, I'm sure.
What? Is something wrong, Prince? I'll look into it right now, up there!
Until next time. You know, that painting in your bedchambers, it turned out rather well, didn't it? Some very talented shades around here.
Oh, it's beautiful. I tried to persuade your father to hang it out in the hall, but he's too coy about such things. Though I like it where it is. A reminder to us, every day and night.
Still can't believe you let me hold a spear. Nix, meant to ask. Charon was there to take Mother and me home the one time. So has he been working for you? All part of some elaborate plan or something?
Charon serves only this realm, child. And he is very trustworthy. I suppose that it is also possible he has some affection for the Queen. If not for you.
Elaborate plan, then. Got it.
My little grandson, little Sprout. I've thought, if my Persephone's alive, why then, this winter, hasn't it endured for long enough? It's grown to have a certain stubbornness, but I am the goddess of the seasons, Zagreus. Perhaps it's time I changed them once again. I shall be leaving again for Olympus soon. I'll miss you, son.
Take care, Mother.
Why do you bleed like mortals do? An aberration, nothing more. And nothing to be proud of. I suggest you keep it to yourself.